Hello everybody and welcome to the first video of February. Today is Groundhog Day. Today is, of course, that means it's February 2nd, 2026. A good day to get your kicks in. Wow, so welcome to my channel. This is the channel of pop culture, movies, film, music, anything of that nature we like to discuss, I like to discuss, and of course in the industry we say it's award season. It's kind of like Super Bowl's coming up next week. We're going to crown a champion. Last night was a Grammys. It seemed like a very entertaining show. We had Sabrina Carpenter do her little song, Stupid, or is it Slow? That's a fun song. I don't know too many of her songs, but that was a fun, and I do like Lady Gaga. She kills it every single year. Grammys. The one thing I'll give, I'm not huge. I don't know a lot about the history of music. Or I used to know more. I was wanting to be in a rock and roll band at one time in my life. Tried out for a few, just didn't work out. So I focused a little bit more on the film aspect of the awards. I do want to give out a shout out to Steven Spielberg, though, the GOAT. He is an EGOT winner. He is the newest EGOT winner. He has an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Let's see, EGOT. EGOT. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. So congratulations to Mr. Steven Spielberg. Looking forward to your film this summer. And yes, I don't take Hollywood as seriously as other people do. Some people think because I like to cover the award shows that I'm like, ooh, I'm like giving them too much clout or whatever. Celebrities are celebrities. I like them to be a little bit unique. I like them to be a little bit weird. I would just say this. Here's my PSA. I know Hollywood sometimes is my public service announcement. I'm going to say this real quick before I get on to the next topic. I know Hollywood seems to lean or it seems to be very liberal city, but for those who really are my conservative friends, I would say, NASCAR is pretty conservative. You got golf, that's pretty conservative. You have pretty much all country music, even though it used to be back and forth liberal, and country with Jason Aldean and the Kid Rocks. I'm now thinking country music is pretty conservative, and you have conservative, and you also have MMA, which I don't follow that much, but Jake Paul, he was a Trump fan. Trump was there. Look, my point being, everything kind of evens things out. I think we put too much emphasis on the internet and thinking this group of people support my side, which they kind of sometimes they do, and this group of people support my side, which sometimes they do. What I'm trying to say is, I enjoyed the Grammys. I thought they were fine. I don't get I might be unique. Somebody told me, somebody in my life said, and this is kind of goes reverse psychology of I think what they meant, but someone was saying don't follow the herd. Well, maybe I'm following my own little herd, but I didn't follow that herd. It's okay to like popular music. I think people used to say, back in the day, it was like, if you like these popular artists, you're just being trendy, and I remember being like that. And it's okay for them to have their political beliefs. I don't like it when some people on the right say whatever they want to say. I get, but I'm sure you get when you watch them say whatever they want to say. But everything's a mixed bag. I think we need to try to, there's certain things let's just say I'm rambling too much, but I think everything's a little bit more even, healed, a little bit of small truths and everything in the pop culture space in the world of sports and entertainment than what the TikToks and the internet believes. The internet is not always correct. That's the last thing we'll say. The internet is not always correct. They might get a few things slightly right, but they're not always correct. Alright, so moving on to my list. We have 2 more big award shows when we're to go through as we celebrate art and entertainment. I have taken some films off that I think will win the big prize, the Oscar, the big Best Picture nomination. We always like seeing who's going to win the best prize. Here is my list so far. Here are some movies that will not win. I have taken off completely. Superman, I love you, but you already had your 1 nomination. You're just a kickstart to a franchise, and I took Superman off because, of course, it didn't get nominated for anything. Jay Kelly, had some momentum, Jay Kelly, but I kicked Jay Kelly off. I kicked Wicked for Good. It got previous nominations and other award ceremonies for the Critics' Choice and the Golden Globes, but Wicked for Good, 0 SAGs, 0 Oscars, and I have a new updated list with I added Jurassic Park Rebirth. You got that one. You're representing the blockbuster of the Academy Awards. I got and it's a shocker. F1. F1 is also on my list. Sentimental Value. I want to watch that. I hearing good things about that. The Secret Agent. I want to see that. And Blue Moon, I want to see that. I can't really judge in those films, but here's a unique thought. I kind of sometimes agree with the critics. It's popular for most people to go, hey, the people like this, and the critics are full of shit, and blah, 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 blah. So, not all the time, but a lot of times, I do agree with the critics. I think that some people I don't agree with them on everything. I'm a Rise of Skywalker fan through and through, and I will not apologize for liking that film, but you all know what I'm saying. For the most part, mostly, I agree with the critics. I am going to be back. That glare was a little bit too glary. Alright, better lighting, lighting. Alright. Let's go through my list, my new updated list, shall we? And let's see how what I'm doing is all the winners, all the nominations, all the winners from the Critics' Choice and from the Golden Globes, I have added them up, and I kind of put a tally here on here's the top movies. Okay, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 newcomers in this race with Magnolia, F1, and The Secret Agent, and Sentimental Value. F1, Magnolia, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value. Those are the newcomers. I do want to give out some honorable mentions for some movies that are just getting a little bit of acclaim, but not a lot. Like I said, Jurassic Park has 1 Oscar nomination. So the Smashing Machine, it went 0-2 though for the Critics' Choice, and 0-1 for the Golden Globes. Blue Moon has 2 Oscar nominations and 2 SAGs. And 1 SAG. And here's the totals. Here is the total nominations and wins. Nominations. Train Dreams with 4 nominations. Sentimental Value with 9 nominations. Secret Agent with 4 nominations. F1 with 2 wins for Critics' Choice, 4 Oscar win nominations, and 3 wins totals. Frankenstein with 9 nominations. Mars Supreme with 9 nominations. The biggest movies in the lead are One Battle After Another, with a total of 20 nominations. That's including the SAGs. 13 Oscar nominations, 20 with all the SAGs added up. You have 20 nominations. And Sinners with 5 wins, plus 16 Oscar nominations. That's a total of 21. So, and this chart would say a little bit more. Here's my chart. The top 4 films: Frankenstein with 3 SAG nominations, 9 Oscars. Mars Supreme with 3 SAGs, 9 Oscar nominations. Sinners with 5 SAGs, 16 Oscar nominations. Hamnet with 3 SAGs, 8 Oscar nominations. One Battle After Another with 7 SAGs and 13 nominations. With my personal preference, here's my list with my personal preference. So the top 3 movies to look out for are Sinners with 16 Academy Awards nominations. After that is One Battle After Another with 13 Academy Award nominations. And then I would say Hamnet with 8. Even though Frankenstein and Sentimental Value have 9, I don't see them winning Best Picture. So here are the movies that I'm rooting for in the lower categories. Some of the technical awards, some of the best sounds. Jurassic Park, best special effects. That was a fun movie, and some people lots of audience members didn't like that movie, and lots of critics didn't really like that movie. I like that movie, Jurassic Park Rebirth. The Smash Machine, I still haven't seen it. Has one Oscar nomination for best hair and makeup. It wasn't completely snubbed at the award race. Dwayne Johnson was nominated for a Golden Globe and Critics' Choice. He just didn't win. His first time doing serious stuff. Can't go full speed. Oh, for horror fans, we have a special treat in Weapons. Weapons has 1 nomination. And another film I want to see is Blue Moon with 2 nominations. That's for best screenplay, I believe. And Ethan Hawke. He's a long shot to win, but I think it's just nice for him to be there. It's a period piece. I definitely want to watch it when it comes out. Oh, it's out on Amazon, but I want to watch it before the awards. Alright. My top 10 movies. Here's my top 10. Number 10 is Benlonia, but it's with Emma Stone. It's one of those. If you like weird movies, if you like Poor Things from director of Poor Things, I've been trying to say his name, Yorgos Lanthimos. It's a tongue twister for me. Everybody else seems to say it very clearly. Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons. See, it was not his best working, but I feel it is got Best Picture this year. I don't think it's number 10 because I don't think it's going to win, but I think it's good enough just to be there. Number 9 is The Secret Agent. Foreign film, haven't seen it yet. The buzz of it sounds good enough that I think I would agree that it belongs there. I'm just going to put it number 9. It did get nominated for Best Picture. Number 8, Similar Value. I haven't seen yet. I think it's a foreign film. I have a feeling I'm going to like that one. Just have a feeling. Just because it looks artistic. With the trailers and the previews I've seen, it looks artistic enough. The blockbuster, big surprise, number 7, F1. Brad Pitt. I saw it came out on my birthday last year. The sound is amazing. If you like Top Gun Maverick, or if you like, pretty much Top Gun, has a little bit of Fight Club in it. I was shocked. This is the one thing I did not think F1 would be making it to Best Picture, but it did. But it's nominated for 4 Academy Awards. I think it might win 2. It's not going to win Best Picture. I'll be shocked. So the top 6, Bologna, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, and F1. I will be extremely shocked if it wins Best Picture. Extremely shocked. Next, so Train Dreams is 6. That's really, that could win Best Cinematography. That movie was beautiful in cinematography. It's very poetic. It's slow. It's a little kind of like a Tyler Malick film. Like if you like The Tree of Life, and you like Thin Red Line. Have you seen the movie Thin Red Line? Movie fans. Train Dreams is kind of up your alley. Different director, but it's on Netflix. You can watch it. Most people can watch it. I don't think it's going to win Best Picture though. Frankenstein, the sets were amazing. It's a classic. So I consider Weapons and Frankenstein representing or horror and gothic categories there. So Frankenstein and Begonia, Weapons, and Frankenstein are horror movie vibes. Everybody likes horror films. A lot of people like horror films. The costumes, the sets, the acting were all great, but it's just a story that we've seen so many times. And they're coming out with The Bride with Christian Bale and I can't think of it. Jessie Buckley, the girl from Hamnet. Woo! She's coming out with directed by Megan Gyllenhaal, and I even believe for the first time her brother's in that. Jake Gyllenhaal is in this film. I haven't seen him in the trailers, but the Frankenstein's been hot this year, and another version of Frankenstein, like in 1930s, like Fillmore Vision's coming out. So there's probably too much Frankenstein-ness for it to win Best Picture. Although I would be happy if it won, but I don't think it's going to win. I'll be slightly shocked, but not hardcore shocked. Slightly shocked. So I think it comes down to 4 films. Marty Supreme, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. I like Marty Supreme was very entertaining, kind of more of a movie like Wolf of Wall Street. So if you like Wolf of Wall Street, about ambition and about making it to the top, cheating to the top, doing whatever you have to do. I'll tell you this. I think Timothy Chalamet for me, or Leonardo DiCaprio are your 2 front runners. If Timothy wins the SAG award, I'll be shocked if anybody else but Timmy C wins the Oscar. So you can count at least Timmy C winning the Oscar. Maybe best, nominated for best director too. If you, how many? Raise your hand. How many of you guys seen the movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler? If you like that, you will like Marty Supreme. Hamlet, slow film, period piece, based on the book, out of the book. If you like your Shakespeare in Love, but it is a slow burner. Jessie Buckley, I should win the best actress. It takes off where it's like Schindler's List in the second half, though, and it's a teardropper. It has lots of issues with pregnancy and birth and and losing a child. Don't want to give it into it, but it's definitely, and the music is good, and the costumes. It should win at least 4 Academy Awards. It could take Best Picture. There's some really good art direction with the hands touching out the lead actress at the end, symbolizing a whole bunch of stuff. It's probably the most artistic. Chloe Zhao directed it. She did No Man Land. She won an Oscar already. She already won an Oscar, and she already won Best Picture. So Steven Spielberg. This is Steven Spielberg produced film, so that can give you a little bit more voters. A little bit. Hey, Steven Spielberg is a powerful producer and a big shot name. Steven Spielberg did produce it. It is. Train Names is artistic. This is way more artistic. As an artistic, pure cinema photography. I mean, Hamlet is up there, and I think it's better than Frankenstein too. Frankenstein and Hamlet, Marty Supreme, Sinner, all of them are shot brilliantly on one battle after another. All of them. See, it's a tighter race. All those movies could win Best Picture. I'll be happily shocked. Do you think? I'll be not happy. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'll be slightly surprised if Hamlet wins. I think it can win. I don't think it will win. So now we just have one battle after another, and Sinners. Those are your two hard race. One battle after another already won, I believe, the Critics' Choice and the Golden Globes. So actually, Hamlet won Golden Globes. I have to think about that. So we're tied with Hamlet, and one battle after another. Sinners hasn't won. I won the best screenplay, I believe, to Ryan Coogler. 60 nominations. Hey, by the way, the more nominations you have doesn't guarantee. Emilia Perez, which was a unique movie to say the least. Definitely not a movie that would be remembered. Got the most nominations last year, and it didn't win jack shit. So, just because you get a lot of nominations doesn't mean you are going to win. Sinners is did I say that's Sinners is a horror film. Sinners, Frankenstein, Bologna. Sinners, Frankenstein, Bologna, whatever the hell that movie's called, and Weapons are 4 horror movies. If you want to add an action science fiction blockbuster film, you have Jurassic Park Rebirth, which is kind of like a science fiction movie. So you have 5 genre movies. And don't you ever tell me that big genre movies, big popular movies that people like to see, are never nominated for Oscar awards. It drives me crazy that the narrative on a certain side would say, crowd pleasers, that movies that nobody has heard of has ever been nominated for no, it's bullshit, man. Most film lovers have heard of all these films. You could go to your Netflix, I can recommend Frankenstein. F1 is in there. Last year, a few years ago, we had Oppenheimer. That was one of the biggest blockbusters of them all. So there's definitely entertainment mixed up with your just slow burn political thrillers. Now there's one movie that's in this list that is with A-list celebrities and directed by A-list director. That's Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. That is your only kind of political movie, but I think sometimes art should be political. It's definitely entertaining, political watch in my opinion, so it's not just political without the entertainment, it's a little bit of both. And they try to have both sides kind of like represented in some weird way, in my opinion. One Battle of Another is extremely well acted with Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, and Leo. But I think this, I'm predicting that movie might be shut out a little bit. Hollywood kind of goes with these little trends with going on to society, and being that it will be considered a woke movie if there is one this year. I don't think there is, but I just watch movies and I enjoy them if I enjoy them. I think it could be between Sinners, Hamlet, and One Battle After Another. So we should see if those three you hear those three, Sinners, One Battle After Another, and Hamlet. If you hear any of those movies, get Best Picture. Any of those three, don't be shocked. Those are favorites. It's like next year, if the Bills and the Patriots and the 49ers, if you say, hey, if all those teams go to the playoffs, no one's going to be shocked. You will be shocked if you hear if my team goes to the playoffs. The Raiders. If the Raiders are like F1. I was going to say Raiders. You like the F1 movie, and then you're like the shocking win. A lightly surprise. The next rounder up would be probably my Supreme. If it's any other film than that, if it's Secret Agent, if it's Sentimental Value, if it's F1, if it's Train Dreams, if it's Begonia, any of those movies, you should just say, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I did not see this happen. You might be happy shocked. If it's Frankenstein, you can even say you're shocked too. I don't think it would be Frankenstein. If it's F1, Train Dreams, Begonia, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, that's shocks. If it's Mario Supreme, Hamlet, One Battle After Another, Sinners, those are your favorites. That's my updated list. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and thank you for watching my channel. The only thing else in the news today is the Michael Jackson trailer came out. And Steve Sweeney a few days ago decided to climb the Hollywood sign illegally and just put some bras on it to sell her product. Those are the only two stories in the news that I know that are on the top of my head, other than following this wonderful awards race. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching my channel, The World According to Lonza, and I will talk to you later. Bye.